Samuel chapter 26 is another powerful chapter in David's long season of suffering, and it repeats a familiar pattern with a deeper lesson. Once again, the Ziphites betrayed David's location to Saul. Once again, Saul gathers 3,000 chosen men and goes hunting for him in the wilderness. Once again, David is the hunted man, and Saul is the aggressor. But this chapter is not simply a repeat of the previous cave scene. It is a test of whether David has truly learned to trust God with justice, timing, and kingship. David learns that Saul has come to the hill of Hachilah, and he sends spies to confirm it. Then, under cover of night, David and Abishai slip into Saul's camp. The scene is eerie and tense. Saul is asleep in the middle of the camp with his spear stuck in the ground near his head, and the whole camp is unconscious because a deep sleep from the Lord has fallen upon them. That detail matters. God has not abandoned David to chance. He is actively controlling the moment, giving David a chance to act while also guarding Saul from harm. Abishai immediately sees what he thinks is providence. He says that God has delivered Saul into David's hand, and that one thrust will finish the matter. From a human point of view, that seems reasonable. David has been hunted for years. Saul has broken promises, chased him in the wilderness, and tried to murder him repeatedly. The opportunity is right there in front of him. But David refuses again. He will not strike the Lord's anointed. That refusal is the moral center of the chapter. David is not only sparing Saul's life, he is refusing to build his kingdom through blood guilt. Instead, David takes Saul's spear and water jug. Those objects become his proof. He and Abishai leave the camp untouched, and not a single man wakes up. That alone shows how completely the Lord has shielded the scene. David then calls out to Abner, the commander of Saul's army, and exposes his failure to protect the king. Abner had the duty, but David was able to come and go unnoticed. That public challenge adds shame to Saul's pursuit and shows how unstable his reign has become. David then addresses Saul directly. He asks what he has done and what evil he has committed that Saul keeps pursuing him. He appeals to Saul to consider whether this persecution is from the Lord or from men. It is a brilliant and restrained plea. David does not retaliate. He does not curse Saul. He exposes the injustice and leaves the verdict where it belongs, before God. He also compares himself to a partridge hunted in the mountains, a striking image of vulnerability in innocence. Saul's response is mixed with emotion and confession. For a moment, he acknowledges that he has sinned and acted foolishly. He blesses David and admits that David will do great things and prevail. But as with previous moments of remorse, the change does not seem to last. Saul's words are sincere enough to feel the weight of them, but his heart still lacks stability. David returns Saul's spear, a symbol that he could have seized power, but chose not to. Then the two men part ways, and Saul goes back to his place, while David continues forward under God's care. This chapter teaches several important things. First, repeated temptation does not remove moral responsibility. David faced the same kind of opportunity before, but he still had to choose rightly again. Second, power does not justify violence, even when violence seems practical. Third, God can be trusted to open doors without requiring sin. David was given the moment, but not the permission to kill. Fourth, true kingship is shown not by seizing life, but by honoring life, even when it is in your hand to take it. 1 Samuel chapter 26 is one of the clearest portraits of restraint in the Old Testament. David is tired, pursued, and under pressure, yet he remains governed by reverence for God. Saul is surrounded by men and still unsafe, while David is exposed and still preserved. The chapter closes with a sober but hopeful note. The future king has again refused to become a murderer, and the Lord has again protected him in the wilderness.